So the Yamaha 150 comes with this control box, and I don't know if you can see this, it has many other features. So there's a tuner on here that seems to work pretty well. You can see that without the glare. The other things, it also has sound effects, so we'll get to that later. It has a metronome, if I can get this going, that you can change the volume, the number of beats per measure, and the speed, of course. So that's very useful. It also has a player. Let's see if I can do this so you can practice along to your favorite piece. Let me see if I can get this going right now. Any second. Alright, finally, let's get to the sound. Right now I have it set to no effects, so this is what it sounds like without any effects. But amplified, of course, so. So totally subjective, but I like the way this one feels the best out of all of them. It just felt natural, so I'm sure somebody else will have a different opinion on that, but this is my favorite as far as playability wise. Let's get some other sounds off of this. Let's see, if I turn it to sound, large hall, I kind of like middle hall or small hall, so some stranger ones, some kind of fantasy. I don't know what this is going to do. Chorus, what's that? One more. Under the sea, what is that? Oh no, let's do something more like, so if you want to do something like a guitar. Too loud. So you get the idea. Lots of things can come out of this. I think there's 25 effects total. So this is my favorite out of the bunch. And finally, let's switch on over to the most expensive. Oh, the violins being displayed here today. So this is Zeta Stratos. So it's a solid body. I opened the innards here. It was nothing special. It was just wood and a little bit of wiring. So I don't know if it justifies the $1,100 or $1,000 plus cost. Is it 10 times or 8 times better than this $100 model? Certainly not. Is it better? Yes. Well, let's see. First, let's start off with unamplified. Here's what it sounds like. So about 10 decibels softer than the acoustic, but that's to be expected since it is a solid body without a real resonant cavity. I'm going to turn it on without any effects again. I really do prefer a shoulder rest. So let me grab this. of thing. So that's what it sounds like. Let me give you some effects on this. Once again, I'm going to put this on Hall on my, and a little bit of chorus. It should sound even better. So one of the negatives about this is, I don't know if that's a problem with the manufacturing or a particular defect to this guy, is the lower strings are much more resonant or louder. The pickups are better on the D, G, and C strings than the A and the E. And so it has an uneven tone, which could probably be fixed in equalizer, but the less I have to do to make it sound good, the better for me, the happier I'll be, or the easier my life will be. Finally, let's do something. I have the weights on these guys. I actually weighed these guys on a scale. So this was the heaviest of the bunch at 703 grams. That's roughly 1 pound 8 3/4 ounces. So like a pound and a half for this. Next heaviest was the $100 pawn shop special that came in at 655, so that's 1.7 ounces, so about 1 ounce lighter is this guy right here, and that includes the battery and the electronics. The Yamaha came in at 492, that's 1 pound, 492 grams, that's 1 pound 1 ounce, so that's already half a pound lighter than the Zeta. And finally, the acoustic weighs in at 457 grams. That's almost 1 pound exactly. So what we have here is an acoustic. We have the Yamaha, which is, I think they've tried really hard to pare down the weight so that it was close to an acoustic violin. And truth be told, the extra half pound on this, it makes a difference, such that I don't like to play this for a long amount of time. So there's a very strong possibility this is going to get returned. Fine instrument, but the weight just makes it way too heavy. And I'm an athlete, I was a wrestler. I don't have a skinny neck or a weak neck, but this thing really hurt me after a while, after more than any half an hour. So hopefully you found some of that information useful to you, and maybe it'll help you decide on which violin you might want to buy. Thanks again.